We start this new story thousands of years ago, when strange beasts from the Black Abyss entered the world. But it was the monument's appearance which brought humankind hope for survival. And since then humankind has been endowed with the powers of classes by the monuments, fighting desperately against those otherworldly beasts, and after many level-ups, humankind drove the beasts back into the abyss and saved their own land. From then on, China set their provincial capital city at the location of the 9 monuments, and every year, an awakening ceremony begins for selecting the forces of humankind that will fight against the Black Abyss from the high school students. Because the strange beasts are still active within the abyss, and if the humans wish to defeat them completely, they need the youth's power. And so now we are at the 53rd awakening ceremony at Lynn City Monument Branch. We have what I guess the principal telling the students that the ceremony is about to begin, and he tells the students that during the ceremony the monument will randomly assign them with a class based on their personal talents. Master tells them that whether they get a combat class or a life class, they must contribute to their country in the future because their country's future lies in their hands. Students are ready. After 18 years of hard study, it's finally time to awaken. One student is thinking of getting a warrior so he can join the union and earn a salary without doing anything. But the other guy tells him that it's not easy to become a warrior, and he should know that the success rate to become a combat class in their high school is only 50%. This group notices this student named Lin Tianhao still sleeping while everyone else is excited. This Lin is a very well-known poor student in the school, so he's the MC. Other students state that it would be a blessing if MC could get a class that could change his fate. They laugh and states that the class of a sewerage beastmaster would suit MC. And so MC finally wakes up. Nice character design. And Lin is second last in the school's ranking. But somehow he made it to the awakening ceremony. But what class will he get? This gray guy appears next to MC and asks what class is he aiming for. Lin tells him that the goal is, of course, an S-level talent or a hidden class. Hearing this, other students start laughing at MC because last time his potential rating was C. Lin would be lucky to get a life class. MC checks his stats, and yes indeed. According to the ratings, he's a waste. But who says Lin can't turn into a phoenix? Lin thinks that time travel has already happened. So can't there be another miracle? No matter what, Lin is hoping for a good class. Seriously, the art style is clean. Now Class 2 students are invited to the stage for the ceremony. And we see this student Wang Dong. Seriously, he's a student. Alright, Dong is invited to the stage for his class. This Dong thinks that Lin is a trash, and he should just watch him get a class. Dong touches the monument and Masters tells us that it takes 5 seconds. Even if he's feeling unwell, he should be patient during the process, and so Dong waits. Following the Holy Light's guidance, the awakening was successful, and this Dong awakens as a warrior, but his talent is C. This female instructor tells Dong that C-level talent is the best among ordinary people, and she hopes Dong can become a qualified warrior soon. Dong is like given his hunter license, and tells him to join the Union Center as soon as possible. There someone will teach him about his class. These thick female students think that Dong is doing amazing, and they want him to take them with him. These girls remind him not to forget them when he enters a dungeon next time. They think Dong is lucky for getting a warrior class. With it, he'll get a stable job. They are so envious. Dong thanks these girls, and as he is walking back, he bumps into Lin and starts mocking him. Dong didn't notice there was someone else here, but it's the loser of their class. Lin thinks that this Dong is always trouble, and not he's gotten the warrior class. Lin is going to suffer even more. Even other students start ganging up on him, and they tell him to apologize to Dong. Students are annoyed by Lin always being so cool. Dong tells other students that's enough. He's in a good mood today, so he won't let this bastard MC to ruin his mood. Dong is ready to treat his group to a meal at the pub in town. MC can't believe this bully became a warrior. Everyone is wondering what class this loser will get, and they are sure MC won't get anything good. And so next, Lin is called to the stage, and he is present. Lin makes it up to the stage, thinking anything will do. Lin is okay with combat, mage, and even support class. Anything will do. All worried, MC puts his hand forward and places it on the monument, and in that instant the monument erupts with power. Seeing this bright light, MC wonders if his life is going to turn around. Even the master wonders what's going on. A lot of smoke is coming out from the monument. Announcer is about to announce Lin's class, and MC is a Summoner. Seeing this, other a-hole students start laughing at MC for getting such a trash class. Summoner is a combat class, but its training is expensive, and the results are mostly average. Students think that this summoner class is even worse than a life class. But suddenly MC hears a ding and system pops up. Host awakening detected, and Lynn can bind himself to the Abyss Lord, and that way he can obtain an SSS level talent. This is the Abyss Lord system, and he gets an SSS level talent every 10 levels. MC can't believe what's going on with the system. Lynn does some quick math and figures out that he'll get 10 SSS level talents at 100 levels. Announcer hands him the license, but MC is still thinking about the talent extraction, and right then and there, Lynn does the binding. System congratulates him and tells us that Lynn just learned SSS level Demon Sacrifice. This talent sacrifices the host's unrecoverable HP to directly level up a summon and demonize it, gaining spirit power from. Hell, demonized summons can still gain EXP and level up through battle. MC thinks about this permanent deduction of HP and realizes that this price is high, but as a summoner, he doesn't need to fight himself. As long as his summons are strong, that's good enough. In the future, Lynn can choose to increase his HP through equipment. Now we are told that 100 HP limit sacrificed can increase the summon by 1 level. Lynn's current HP points are 1000, and he needs to have at least 100 for himself. This means MC could level up his summons to level 9 from the start. But still, he shouldn't let his guard down. He should use this talent with caution. Now we see that even the announcer lady tells MC to not be discouraged. Even if he got a useless class, there are other options. MC thanks this teacher for the concern, but he is sure he can make a difference in this world. Teacher, being an absolute shit, is still slightly mocking MC. Other students are making fun of MC that if he's a summoner, he should just go home and think about a way out. MC is walking back and wonders if being a summoner is really useless. But even if he is, Lynn is locked in and decides that he will become a great summoner who stands on top of the world. Scene shifts, and MC is back home, and he is greeted by his sister, who is literally in a towel. She asks, what did he get? Summoner. MC replies. Sister, now looking extra wet, states, isn't summoner a useless class? Lynn grabs her towel and says yes. MC starts wiping her dry. Sister tells him to not be worried. She'll be getting her class next year. She'll become a mage and protect him. MC looks at those perky boobs, which is wrong in so many ways in this context, and starts blushing, and he puts the towel over her face and moves around. MC tells her that he is a strong summoner, so there's no need to worry about him. She just needs to protect herself. Sister is mad that her brother is bullying her and treating her like a kid again. MC gets away to check his phone and tells her to let him be for a bit, and she should entertain herself. Lynn gets a text to gather in the class, and so he doesn't have time to worry about other things. We start the next chapter in the classroom. Teacher tells the students that the class classification ceremony went well. 5 people got combat class, 8 people became mages, 11 people became supports, and 1 person became a summoner. Now we see Dong and his friend making fun of Lynn again. How a useless person got a useless class. They think that once someone becomes a summoner, their life is over. Lynn is trying his best to ignore them. Teacher now states that Lynn's situation is rather special, so he gives MC an introductory book for summoners which should be helpful. Teacher tells him if there are any difficulties he should come to him. MC thinks the dust on this book quite thick. Maybe the summoner class is really useless. Teacher now tells everyone that they want to collect data on the students who have gotten a class, and is that Hatsune Miku in the front. Teacher tells him that all the other classes will be present, so they better not embarrass him. Scene shifts and we are outside. Master now informs us that class talent test is about to start. This mage guy goes first and hits the magic device with a Kamehameha, scoring 73 points. Now Dong attacks with his sword and gets 89 points. Master tells him it's a pretty good high score. With this, he should be the first in class, and next is Lynn's turn. MC summons his magic staff, and standing in front of the device, Lynn thinks that he did see some basic summoning techniques from the book, but he hasn't tried them yet. But he's going to try his best to save the situation. So Lynn opens the book and starts reading some summoning spell and generating a lot of wind. Teachers know the stance and spell MC is using, but they are not sure. Students are getting pushed back from the wind, and they wonder what the heck is Lynn summoning, and Papa Slime comes out. A cute slime. Even Lynn is like, WTF. Seeing this, everyone starts laughing at him. They ask, what can a slime possibly do? It's not even good enough to mop the floor with. Someone please slap these background students. They are so annoying. MC can't believe this clingy slime is what he summoned. This cute guy is an elementary slime with corrosive slime, and slime spilt as its only skills. MC is angry and annoyed at this cute slime and the fact that its attack power is only 9 points, which is like a tickle at this point. Slime is sad on seeing its mother like this. But teacher are shocked to see the score, which is showing 888, but it changes to 9, which shocks everyone even more. Teacher now encourages MC that 9 points are better than none. Lynn asks if he can try again, and the teacher allows this poor student. MC is ready to try out his skills. He's about to use his SSS level talent Demon Sacrifice. System tells him that after the sacrifice, the summoned creature will be permanently enchanted and leveled up. At first, Lynn is going to try it with 200 points. Dong yells at MC, "What's the point of trying? What will change even if Lynn does it 100 times?" He asks, but Lynn ignores him and sacrifices 200 points from his 1000 HP. Blue Slim starts surging with power and soon turns into ketchup red slime. Everyone is shocked to see this, but the slime is not done and is still evolving. MC wonders if this is the demonized slime, and yes it is. Now it's elementary level 3 with 1200 HP, attack point 120, and a new skill called the Demon Dance, and it looks very menacing. Now Lynn commands it to attack. This demon octopus slime charges forward and jumps, and bam, it slams into the machine, and the machine starts spinning like crazy. Dong, Master, and the students are shocked to see the score. Even Lynn cannot believe this highest score of 120 points. We start the next chapter with everyone completely losing it over the score. People can't believe this last ranking guy is this strong. Lynn scored more point than Dong, and Dong finds it impossible that Lynn scored that much. He's getting even more pissed because the Chinese god of war Fang Chanyun's test score was only 101 back then. How can Lynn score 120? Dong wonders if Lynn tempered with the machine because he tested twice, and now he's sure that Lynn cheated. First he got 9 points, and now 120. How is that even possible? Something is totally fishy. MC thinks that he did temper with the results, but he used the skill on his slime, not the machine. Teacher also believes that MC cheated. Lynn keeps telling the teacher he didn't cheat, but the teacher moves forward. Teacher checks the machine, and on seeing the screen he announces that the machine malfunctioned. Lynn didn't cheat, and this calms down Dong and everyone. They think there's no way Lynn could surpass Dong. Students asks what should they do about Lynn's points. This piece of ultra shit. Dong tells everyone that Lynn's points should be 9 because the machine worked fine on the first try. But the teacher tells everyone since the machine is damaged, Lynn's result will be invalidated. He'll retake the test next time. MC can't believe this teacher is giving him another chance. These whole students start rioting that the teacher should be fair and give Lynn 9 points. But we see the machine smoking in the back. Teacher has made the decision, and since the machine is damaged, Lynn and all those who didn't take the test will try again when they repair the machine. This decision is making the students angry, and this one student is about to curse at the teacher, but Dong gives him a death stare, which shuts him up. Dong now walks up to MC and tells him to keep on dreaming. He'll still be a trash even after the next test. He can't turn into a phoenix out of the blue. Now Dong tells others that they should go to the first level of the Black Abyss. They should leave this trash here. MC remembers that first level of the Black Abyss is a newbie's dungeon. MC thinks that this dungeon is a good option to try his demon slime, and so everyone leaves for the dungeon. Now we see some repair workers come to fix the machine, and they wonder if the machine was hit by a student with such a strong external force. They wonder if this school has gotten another genius student. As everyone is moving towards the dungeon, some old man appears in front of MC and tells Lynn that he sees a great potential in him to be a summoner. MC thinks that this line from the old man sounds familiar. This old man now offers Lynn a magic stick, which is a summoner staff, and he will give it to MC for 300 gold coins. MC is annoyed that this old man is selling this broken piece of wood for 300 gold coins. Old guy tells MC that he's selling this stick for 300 because it's Lynn. If it was someone else, he would sell it for 3,000. MC takes the stick, and it does seem that power is overflowing from it. Lynn now thinks that there is no Summoners Association in the world, which makes this item very rare, so he should buy it. Old man reminds him that it'll be 300 gold coins. But this poor MC has only 92 gold coins, so he asks the old man for a discount. Old Fart takes the 92 coins as a deposit because he knows they are destined to meet again. These 92 coins will make sure the staff doesn't go to anyone else. And if Lynn wants it, he needs to go to the deepest part of the dungeon and bring him a treasure, then he can get the staff. All angry now, MC asks if he can take back his words. Lynn just accepted an NPC mission. Old man gives him a letter and states that he'll know when he reaches the deepest part of the maze. This letter is some contract and the old man is trying to put Lynn's thumb on it. And he gets a thumbprint and tells MC to go ahead and remember this agreement. Lynn is like WTF, but he moves on. Teacher appears and asks what this old guy named Elder Fong is doing here. Teacher now informs the elder that the testing machine broke down today, and so they rescheduled the test. Elder asks if this teacher knows Lynn. Teacher replies yes, and that Lynn is from his class. Teacher states that he is a poor child who got the summoner class, which means his future will be difficult. Elder Fong agrees that road ahead for Lynn will be difficult. Scene shifts, and we are at the first level of the Cold Valley Abyss. And this massive purple vortex is the entrance to the first level. MC tells us that first level is known as Cold Valley, and it requires 3 to 5 people, and the restriction level is 1 to 10. Those who enter beyond that level will be removed by the supervisor. So MC can't go alone because minimum number of team members is 3. MC checks the leaderboard, and number 1 is the guy named Fong Changyun. Now Lin tells us that as long as he gets first place in the list at the end of the month, he'll get amazing rewards. MC checks the list of rewards, and he is interested in the gold newbie breastplate because it's a great equipment in the early stages, and with only 120 HP points limit, Lynn's going to have to fight for the first place. Someone appears behind this loser who got 9 points. They can't believe this poor MC is thinking of fighting in the first place, considering Lynn's level he won't even last 10 seconds. It's those bullies again. They ask why did a summoner even came to the abyss? He should just return home. MC tells them it's none of their business. These bullies remind MC that he needs a party of 3 to enter the dungeon. They mock MC to try and get in first, and so Dong and his group start broadcasting that they have 1 C-level warrior and 2 E-level mages. Is there anyone who wants to join their party? People around the gate hear that there's a warrior looking for a party. They immediately get ready to join Dong. Every ice and fire mage healers are trying to join Dong. So Dong shows his 2 from the crowd, and the group is glazing over Dong and how they need to stick with him because he's aiming for the first place. The new group member states that if Dong is aiming for the fastest, then they can't fall behind. Just as they are about to enter the gate, Dungeon burps out bones and skeleton of previous party. Seeing this, the new members get scared, but Dong is not bothered. Mage from Dong's party tells the new members to follow closely. If they fall behind, this will be their result. And with that, they enter the dungeon. MC sees them going in and thinks that Dong and his mages are not good people, and the new members will most likely end up dead, although the dead can be resurrected, but the price isn't small. And so completing the dungeon with one's life is the best option. MC displays his ID in the air that he is a level 1 S-class summoner. Some people are interested in the S-class, but when they see he's a summoner they back out. They thought they could get someone strong to hang on to, but he's just a weakling, so they'll wait a little longer. We start the next chapter with MC and everyone looking at someone. It's this super thick and beautiful E-level bard class girl named Li Shui. And we are told a bard should be above D level to apply effective buffs to the team. Looking at her, MC thinks that she must have been waiting here for days. So he goes up to her and asks if she's like to form a team with him. She looks at the S-level summoner and starts blushing that MC is asking her. Lynn tells her that he wants to compete for the rankings, but no one wants to team up with him. So would she like to team up? And he puts out his hand. Lee thinks that an S-level summoner wants to compete for the rankings. It's impossible. But it would be a pity to miss up the opportunity to team up with such a handsome guy. This bard is already falling for Lynn, and so she agrees. They both introduce themselves, and they successfully form a team. Lynn now tells her that he'll be responsible for cleaning the monsters when they enter. She just needs to try and protect herself. Okay, let's just call her Waifu. And Waifu is all hard-eyed at the thought that MC is going to protect him. So she agrees to protect herself and not cause him any trouble. Now they need to find one more person. Suddenly everyone starts looking at this divine beauty. This thick white hair beauty is Su Chinger, a level 1 druid. Every player is trying to get her to join their party. Some players already went to the abyss twice. If she joins them, she won't have to do anything. But Su is annoyed by all these trash people. MC knows that she is from their school, and her name is Belle Su Chinger. Su looks at Lynn and can't believe this loser from her school actually got the summoner class. And now she's wondering if she teams up with this introverted guy. MC is like, what's going on? And so this new waifu orders Lynn to let her join his team. Hearing this, every male at the scene gets infuriated, and all confused Lynn asks, me? Su holds his hand, tells him, yes, you. Man, back-to-back 2 waifus. Other people are getting mad that this beauty queen is joining this pig MC. Lynn is like, why are you people blaming me when she forced it on me? New waifu gets mad and tells everyone to fuck off. She already joined a team, and she is ready to go to the Black Abyss. Lynn tells her to wait and asks why did she join their team. Waifu tells her that she wants to compete for the list, and she needs 2 accessories. No one will look down on her if she leads them both to the first place. Lee can't believe that they are accessories. MC wonders if she is calling them trash. Su tells them to not just stand there and move on. This introvert MC is annoyed that it became a group with 2 waifus. Lee asks if it's going to be just the 3 of them. But there are no suitable people around to join right now. MC tells Lee if she encounters danger, she can just leave the battle and the team if she wants to. Lee accepts and all 3 enter. The gate scene shifts and we see footprints in the snow. We are inside the cold valley abyss, and it's very cold. Our team is shivering. Seeing the frozen plants, MC states that the warm clothes he bought before are completely useless here. This thick bard now tells them that she knows a low-level cold-resistant buff. And so Lee starts singing, and this heat mana cover surrounds the team. Su is glad that Lee has some use. Not feeling cold anymore, MC states that they should hurry it up, because everyone is competing for the top spot. But MC notices some eyes staring at him from a distance, and it's a corrupted, wandering wolf. And its lore is that the animal's souls trapped in the cold abyss cannot rest, so they occupy twisted bodies. Also, the design is cool. Lynn and party are familiar with this monster, and Su is glad this wolf came right on time for her to practice. This waifu straight up enters her Sulong form. This is her beast form, Civet Cat. Lynn is shocked to see this half-beast form from this druid. Cat dashes forward and leaps at this corrupted wolf, and holy crap, this panel cooks hard. So does this waifu. She attacks the wolf multiple times, doing a bunch of damage. Lynn figures out that this druid's claws do scaling damage and have a bleeding effect. Other waifu is amazed on seeing this. Cat Lady got some wolf skin and wolf fangs as items, but she is going to give them to Lee as a thank you for the cold resistance buff, because she doesn't like to owe others. But the bard tells her that there is no need, and they decide to move on. More wolves come in front of them, but are thick. Cat waifu is ready and charges forward, and this cat is straight up ripping these wolves apart. But it's getting difficult for waifu to take on 3 at once, and she's hurt. Lee asks if Su is injured, but this cat is locked on getting the first place. Bard tells her that she can chant a low-level HP recovery spell, but Cat Lady tells her to save her mana. Her low-level skill can't add much HP. So Su takes out a healing potion and drinks it to recover her HP. MC tells Lee that it's okay, no need to worry, and so the party moves forward. But suddenly Su steps on a trap magic circle. She knows this is bad, but that under-boob camera angle. Damn. Now we see the trap activated a giant log which is coming down on Su, and it slams right in front of waifu. But wait, it wasn't a log but a hammer from this giant corrupted zombie. This is a big boy, and waifu thinks that this monster could be trouble. Lee tells us that this is a hidden elite monster, and wonders why is it appearing here. MC states that maybe Su killed a lot of wandering wolves and somehow attacked the elite. Su, on the other hand, is getting absolutely wrecked by this new monster. Su now realizes that this bastard is too fast, and it launches waifu across the snow field. This thick cat hits a rock and is hurt everywhere, but she is looking fine to me. Monster is about to finish off Su. Lee tells MC that they need to do something to save her. Monster is about to swing the hammer on this wrecked waifu, but Lynn quickly summons the demon slime, and from a huge cloud of smoke appears this ketchup demon slime. Lynn orders this red Gongar Pokemon to use the demonic dance skill. Slime locks in the command and dashes towards the monster at supersonic speed. Just as the hammer is about to turn waifu into cat food, Slime comes in front of it, grabs Sue, and goes back to Lynn. Hammer comes down and destroys the ground. But the monster is confused. There is no thick cat lady on the ground. MC tells the monster to look carefully. Whether it hit or not, Ketchup Slime is back with MC, and Sue is resting in Lee's boobs. MC now tells Lee to take Sue to the nearby treatment zone and leave this elite zombie to him. This elite zombie is now charging at MC. Seeing this, MC commands the Ketchup Slime to use Slime Spit. Slime jumps up ready to attack and starts throwing red ketchup balls at the monster. Slime is straight up looking more menacing than the zombie monster.